can you hear me? Wait, let me just fix some stuff on my Discord real quick. Shit. No. Yes. Okay, let me see if I can hear you now.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, no problem, Box.
Cool.
Alright, so I just took a look at your notes a few minutes ago, and just to introduce myself, this is the first player I'm coaching everybody, Box, and I'm gonna be coaching them today. They're like on things related to like their mentality and stuff, and like just general like some like basic neutral concepts and things like that. But because that's what you want to do, right?
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
And so I took a quick look at your notes about your sets against Dakota and One Cut Man respectively, and like this is just some feedback on like note taking and such, for the future. When
Yeah,
you
for
like take
sure.
notes. I'm not properly adapting to certain stuff. Like I that's a decent starting point, but I think you want to be like more specific. Oh wait, you did actually become more specific. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually was being a little. You actually did become a little more specific because you did put the example. So that's actually a good starting point to take a notes. Honestly, is like
Okay.
specificity. Although you don't want to like become so hyper focused on like detailed like interactions. You still want to have a degree in which you're able to generalize, like say a game plan, for instance, in matchups.
Mhm.
And so it seems like one of the examples used was when I down tilt neutral, I tend to come in with a narrow drill. However, I tend not to react this and just down tilt again or dash back. Now, I would have to. I still haven't watched much of your sets yet, so let's actually watch like your first game versus Dakota. See what I can gather from it.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So have you like okay, just as like a quick introduction about this matchup with Fox Marth, like the basics of it. Have you like ever heard the way Fiction has described this matchup?
I haven't.
He kind of describes it like, if I recall correctly, he kind of describes it like you as Marth, you're kind of like a security system in this matchup that
Mm.
Fox is trying to break, basically.
Okay.
Think of like his aerials and such, like Marth's like range with his aerial stuff is kind of like a security system. Like the way you like mix up timings and such with that, but
Sh-
you
Yeah,
know,
sure. That makes sense.
yeah, like think of like a whole, look at how Zane plays, for instance. You can see kind of get an idea
Yeah.
how he has like these walls and such, which is why like one of the reasons why he's so good against like a character like Puff, for instance.
Yeah.
Hmm. Um. Now let's watch. I'm gonna watch this for a few seconds, see what I can find. Because let me look at your notes again about information gathering. But because one of your complaints was that you were only paying attention to interact and end up with an exchange rather than watching how your opponent reacts to your moves, like down to them place. So I'm gonna like focus a little bit on that aspect, if you don't mind.
Sure. Yeah.
All right. So the Fox does this, and you try to do like this. It's okay, but I don't know if you would want to go with that right away at the start of a match.
S- sorry. Are you meant to be streaming on Discord, or should I follow along on? I don't know if you're on Twitch or.
Oh, let me. I'm on Twitch right now, but I'll actually put on my I'll also put on the Discord for you to like the Slippy.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay, because I think you would prefer that any day anyway, because you would hear like Roraine voice or whatever.
Yeah.
Unless, well, you can mute it really, but that's besides the point. But okay, so let's see here. Okay, so let's see. All right, yeah. So like one of the things about this matchup, right, is that
Mhm.
where you want to ideally play against Fox is within the mid range.
Yeah.
Like I'm
Like
sure
like holding center.
things like that, and like just holding the mid range. And if you can get Fox cornered, that's great because it certainly limits his options a lot more.
Mhm.
But the reality is, like, say, like you do not want to be like being close against Fox is certainly not the best situation for Marth in many instances because Fox, due to how fast he is and how fast his moves are, like China stuff, can certainly win in those situations.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's definitely something to keep in mind.
Yeah, I
Okay.
definitely do try and keep my distance. And then sometimes it's actually to my detriment. I end up getting pushed to the edge
Yeah, you
myself.
have to be worried about the corner because being cornered as Marth is really bad. I'm
Yeah.
sure you knew that already, though.
Yeah,
It's some
the problem is it's really good against like bronze players.
that
But
yes,
yeah,
but
really.
against good players, they won't just immediately fall for your bait, like the baits in the
Right.
corner. I mean, Zane used
Yeah.
to be able to do it back in the day, even against players like Leffen, but nowadays, I doubt most players are actually doing it anymore. Like good players.
No.
Like you might
Yeah.
be able to get it every once in a while as like a mix up or something like that, but or like as a bait, but I would not suggest making that your game plan in general against Fox.
No, yeah.
Because also like Marth is just not great in the corner in general.
Mhm.
And I mean, okay, that jab was weird. Just a little note.
Yeah, I definitely have a lot of
Like
one of my detriments at this point is still just like misinputs. Like that F smash was supposed to
yeah,
be a forward air.
that's okay. Okay, just a big tip. Go on
Mhm.
Uncle Punch and actually like practice your movement attack then.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think I do, but I don't think I do it enough, and I need to be more like focused with it.
Yeah. What he could do is like try to like use different modes, like the L cancel training mode, like
Mhm.
for like 5-10 minutes a day or something like that, as
Yeah.
practice, or like make like a like as a just a general routine, to like make sure you have like your movement and L cancels practice and such.
Mhm.
And if you want to like say focus on a specific thing like combo and Fox, then you can like set up like save states and Uncle Punch, or
Yeah.
do like
Yeah. Yeah.
combo
Yeah.
training mode for that, if need be, and like set certain percentage points, things like that. Because also that's
Mhm.
like another very important part of the matchup, But I'm gonna look to see how your punish game is in that regard.
Yeah.
Sorry if I'm a bit all over the place right now, but
No, that's good. I would like to I like to cover a lot, so that's good.
all right, yeah, because we only got an hour here, so.
Mhm.
But okay, that was Wait, let me look at that fair again. Let me see how you did it. This fair might have been okay as a wall if you drifted back slightly.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, Marth doesn't have like the best aerial drift, but I feel like, let's see. Knowing how Marth aerial drift works, I feel like you could have drifted maybe like from here to here, and landed.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
And that could have narrowly avoided it. Or you could have tried to like ASDI down or maybe CC the dash tack, possibly. Like maybe ASDI down it, but I'm not sure exactly. But it certainly would be something worth trying out
Yeah.
for sure. And also the fact that you were able to slide up and then do the air dodge right away, definitely something to keep in mind. Like it seemed like
Mhm.
he did slide off here.
Yeah. And then
All right.
yeah.
Okay. I actually did like the way you recovered there. The fact that you didn't just like use your side B right away and such.
Mhm.
That's good, because any good player, if you instantly just do side B every time, they're gonna catch on real quick
Yeah.
to the time, and
For sure.
I catch on to it, and I f up Marv Sword, if you do it. So as a
Yeah.
tough player, so yeah. Okay. Wasn't the worst thing. Wait, let me just see here. All right. Okay, so Slippy player's getting a little annoying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that F tilt was like, I don't know what you were thinking of getting out of that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't mean this to be like mean or anything.
No, it's absolutely that's sort of one of the mentality things that I really need to hone in on is sometimes I just swing the sword and and it's just you look at it when you watch it back you go what were you looking to get out of that and there's no good answer, it's just a bad
Like,
move.
there's not much you would get out of that, especially at the percent Dakota was at, because Dakota could easily CC or ASDI it, I think, still at this percent, especially if it didn't hit the tipper hitbox.
Hmm.
Or they could potentially do an OMSA tech, maybe, but you wouldn't get much out of it.
Right.
Like if you're gonna get like a hit, it's either like maybe say try to bait out to get a grab or something like that. But yeah, just something to keep in mind is like
Hmm.
do not like make wasted actions like that. and things like
Yeah.
that. I definitely think it's something you should keep in mind. The dash attack wasn't terrible, but I would say like it's better when you're like not as cornered to do that.
Yeah.
Because like if you mess it up, then you're not gonna get as much stage, and things like that. But
Right. Yeah. It kind of sees a lot of space. Yeah.
mm-hmm.
See stuff like that where that like nair is just there's not really a reason for it.
Yeah, like this nair here. So I've heard fiction talk about this a lot. Actually, is that like the nair you did? Like, wait, let me find it. Right here, this nair. Works a lot better when you have like center stage or mid range against Fox and you've cornered him. Like,
Yeah.
so Fiction's talked about this. Say Fox is right here in the corner, right? Like, one of the things you can do as a mix-up is say, like, do, like, literally just stand while you're standing still, just, like, jump and then, like, drift in there. That works well as a mix-up against Fox in that spot.
Okay.
When you're, say you're right here and Fox, like, right here, maybe, like, cornered.
Yeah.
That can work well as, like, a mix-up or some way to, like, pressure Fox. Like, you just, like, stand, jump, and then, like, drift in there. Like, auto cancel,
Yeah.
drift in there, things like that. Alright. Okay, that wasn't bad. Alright, you got the forward air. Okay, so this here, in terms of the punish, now if you have, like, now, if you're subscribed to the Patreon of, like, the person who makes you R-Wing application, which allows you to, like, take replays and, like, export them to be able to use an Uncle Punch in these situations, right? So you
Yeah,
got the
I do
grab,
need to get on that.
which is good. This grab was, the fact that he got this from a tech chase, good. But the power of the stadium platforms is that the up tilt can cover most of it when you're, like, under it.
Mhm.
And I feel like in this spot, you could have either, like, wait, let me see. Let me see if you were actually able to do it. You were
Get
able
like
to
a wave dash up tilt.
potentially. I'm trying to see how. Okay, you were actionable. Yeah, you could have potentially wave dash up tilt that there,
Mhm.
or maybe just or maybe even done an up air, jumped up air to deal with that. But actually, it might have been. It's something to give a try though, like an Uncle Punch, I would say for sure. In like
Yeah, I
combo
definitely need to
training
check
mode.
out that R-Wing
But
thing.
yeah, the thing is that the reason why the stage, especially for is gonna be so great for Marth against Fox, is because like this platform is so good for up tilt, because
Yeah.
most of it covers it.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Okay, that up tilt was decent. All right. Not bad punish. Not bad. You do know you can ASDI down or crouch cancel that down tilt from Fox, right?
Yeah, that's something I need to sort of burn into my brain. I've not yet gotten used to like CCing ASTIing down.
Yeah, it's definitely something you should learn, as like a skill. Now,
Yeah.
granted, at your skill, it might not be the most important thing to learn, but I definitely think it's something to keep in mind.
Oh yeah, of course.
And like Cody and I think talked about this back in the day with PPMD a few years ago about it, about how good about how at certain percents, at like up until like 50 or 40%, like crouch cancel or ACI down can work really well against Fox down tilt. So you're removing options
Mhm.
for Fox, to like hit
Yeah,
you after you hit them with like a fair and they crouch cancel it or something like that.
yeah, and I tend to get opened up a lot too by like Falco dash attack stuff like that.
Yeah, that edge guard just now. Let's see.
I yeah, it's no good.
Please, I'm gonna be honest. Unless it's like high percent and like your limited angles are limited, I do not suggest you do F smash.
No, of course. That's just it's something that I'm getting better at every day. Is not just going for the wacky F smash.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So the time. Alright, okay, you're able to grab it. You might have been able to tech that, but.
Mhm.
Especially at your skill, not a lot of people do it, but definitely something to keep in mind as you get better.
Yeah, it's something I've been practicing, but it's way harder than I've thought.
Yeah, I mean, Uncle Punch has a good mode for it, so.
Yeah.
Alright, good reaction, or like using dash dance to try to bait out spot dodge.
Mhm.
So definitely some of these mistakes are definitely related to like not being the most comfortable in your movement yet,
Mhm.
I would say. And things like
Yeah.
that. I definitely think that's part of it. So definitely something to keep in mind. And because that grab that Fox got on you just now is literally just because you air dodged on accident. You
Yeah.
could have maybe like dash dance out of it or something like that. All right. All right. Good job. So it seems like in some situations you were able to like react to what your opponent was doing, or at least like read it based on information gathering, like those up smashes that Fox did.
Mhm.
Because you didn't punish the one I saw in stock 2 of this game, where like he up smashed you. He tried to up smash but whipped it, and you didn't get anything out of it. But that
Yeah.
time in the near the end, you did actually get it, and it actually ended up working out for you. So I think a lot of it could be. I think the big improvement you could definitely make as quickly as possible is your movement and tech in
Okay.
general. There was definitely moments where you were definitely doing like accidental air dodges and stuff, and it didn't look like you were the most comfortable in your dash dance in as much.
Yeah. And so I was actually going to ask about this. So a lot of this is, I do spend I think a good amount of time in Uncle Punch, but I think I'm falling victim to nerves a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if there's anything that can be done about that other than just playing and trying to feel more comfortable.
There's a mixture of things you can do, like to like help calm the nerves down. Like one of the things that I learned, from like my first offline tournament that I didn't take advantage of at it, but I wish I did more because it kind of
Mhm.
could have won the set in like a game 5 set against a Puff player where I got like 97 because it was my first offline last year. Collision was
Oh, well.
basically to use the angel platforms when you're at your new stock to take advantage of the time you have on the angel platforms to just take a deep breath
Okay.
to calm the nerves down a bit.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then take
yeah.
advantage of like the 2 seconds of invincibility you have after that, after the 5 seconds of angel plat. Like take deep breaths and
Yeah.
things like that. I definitely think that can be pretty useful. I mean, it doesn't work for everybody. I think it definitely can be something to try out for sure.
Mhm.
And with between games, while you're way in between games, definitely take deep breaths while you can, and like do what you can to like calm yourself down or affirm yourself with certain things. Like say you have like a game plan in mind, that you don't want to deviate from, or start deviating from it. Remind yourself what that plan was,
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That makes sense.
and just remind yourself that at the end of the day, you're just having fun and you want to just play the best melee you can,
True.
for sure. But yeah, definitely tournament nerves definitely are very real. I get it. you know.
Yeah,
I've
I just
definitely
fall.
had my moments, where I've been able to win it, but my nerves were like through the roof, like my set against Gotsu like last year, like in June of last year, where I managed to win it out of reverse Rio, but in online tournament,
Nice.
but it was like my heart rate almost went to like 170 to 200 at that last stock of game
Damn.
5, and I somehow won it and somehow clutched it. But yeah, you have to. Mentality is always something that you can definitely like look for tips on, but definitely something you have to work on yourself too. I would say
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
kind of the same thing with neutral too, where it's like it's a lot of practice and like trying to replace good habits with bad habits, things like that. No, replace bad habits with good habits, but yeah, I think like you definitely go for like odd situations, and like I wouldn't suggest you try to like directly challenge Fox as much when he's full hopping as you tried to do in certain spots
Yeah.
because of how good the Fox full hop is.
Right. Yeah, I know.
Fox full hop is a real pain in the ass. Like I can deal with it to an extent because like like Puff has like up air and things like that. Like if I can call it out, then great. But just remember that
Yeah.
Fox full hop is really good and has so many mix up opportunities for it to where you don't want to always directly challenge it.
Gotcha.
That you want to try to like more react to how the Fox is doing the full hop and things like that, or to like and things like that, and to wall them out, with aerials and things like that. Like,
Gotcha.
take advantage of that sword. There's a reason why Marth's so good. The damn right.
Yeah.
It's a good wall, so want to take advantage
So
of
as an
it.
example, oh, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead.
So we say, so like if he's full hopping, look for like how he follows up, like what he does after.
Look for things like how he's drifting, like his potential move choice, turn, or like look how he's drifting, things like that,
Okay.
and like his timings and such. Because he can also mix up so much with his fastball and like non-fastball timings too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that makes something to look out for. But just like our patterns for also when they fall up too,
Yeah.
or like how they do it. But because like the one area where like being able to call it full hops can work well against Fox is in the corner. Because how much
Okay.
more limited it gets. Because also in the corner with like, remember that thing I mentioned about the Nair stuff.
Mhm.
It makes it so that for Fox, one of the main ways to even like reset the situation or make it even somewhat safe is to go to ledge and just ledge dash it. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Although most Foxes aren't doing that, so you
Yeah.
definitely take advantage of things like panic options, things like that. Um, I'll watch another game of your set versus Dakota. Actually, I'll watch
Okay.
another one, but hmm. Okay, so this is on Dreamland. Let me see this punish here.
Sorry, you might have to restream.
Oh shit, my bad. Yeah.
Oh, you're good.
All right. That's a little annoying, but okay. Okay, so you get this grab, not bad. All right, you get the up tilt.
Sorry, I still don't see it.
That's weird. It's weird you don't see it, but okay. Let me see. You see it now, or
No, hold on. My Discord sometimes does this.
that's weird.
This it's acting like you're streaming, but it's just your profile picture.
That's odd.
Uh,
Oh wait, let me just try to share the screen again.
oh wait. Oh, there we go. No, it was me. Sorry. All right, I
Okay.
can see now.
All right. So let's see. So you get this punish. All right, good. You see what I'm talking about here? How you like reacted to the full hop? What he did after it?
Mhm.
Like, look. Like he did that, but look, you just instead of just trying to like challenge one up tilt right after, you decide to just dash back, like dash forward and then dash back,
Mhm.
as a reaction to their drill and stuff like that. Instead of just
Yeah.
trying to challenge it, like especially under Fox, like right below. Okay, you
Yeah.
get this up tilt, which is good. But then, you kind of mess up the punish here with, like, this weak hit forward air, but... Yeah, that forward tilt.
Yeah, I think that's supposed to be a turnaround up tilt. I've been having trouble with that recently.
Yeah, you definitely...
This is something to
My
practice.
big tip for you is especially to practice your punish game.
Okay, yeah.
Like, especially against Fox, especially practice it.
Yeah,
You
yeah, I
know,
feel like I have a lot of games where I'm winning neutral 50-60% of the time and I'm getting like two
like,
or three stocks.
like one of the reasons why this matchup can be like close to even for Marth, against Fox is his punish game.
Mhm.
If he didn't have the punish game he does, this matchup would be way harder for Marth versus
Yeah,
Fox because Fox can just win like the neutral a lot, you know,
gotcha.
because of how he works as a character.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. You were in disadvantage. What did you do? I feel like you could have maybe waveland off this side plat here. Nah, actually, you probably couldn't have. So
Yeah, you kind of
just try
covered
to
it.
escape it. Just try to escape the situation best you can. Yeah, that dash attack was
Right.
really
It's
bad because even
horrible.
if it hit, it wouldn't have. Oh wait, I'm just looking at chat. You hate this matchup from the Fox perspective, not P. Kevin. Yeah, I get it, because, like, I described it earlier, and you probably heard about how, like, it feels like Marth is, like, a security system, basically, that you're trying to break through. Trying to hack, basically, but... Yeah, this spot here, your corner right now, it's so bad for you.
Yeah.
Like, you probably experienced what it's like trying to get off the ledge against, like, say, Fox.
Right, yeah, because I remember I've heard Zane talk about that where it's just so bad because you can't dash back because dash back is so strong as Marth and
Yup, yup. It's the reason why Zane doesn't, like, dash against the corner anymore like he used to.
mhm.
Because, like, all the good players eventually would realize it and just not fall for it as much. Yeah, don't always jump out of, like, hit stun right away.
Mhm.
Definitely something to keep in mind. For sure.
It's something I've been trying to break, but it's just
But
a bad
yeah,
habit.
yeah. Although, if you want suggestions on how to deal with that, I would suggest you do not want to focus on too many things at once.
Okay.
Because there was this thing that was joked about with Zane, where like, he might still do it now, but like there were times where he would just like spam an option on like friendlies or something.
Mhm.
Or like look for it a lot, and then like, and even if he wasn't good at it, he would do
Yeah.
it just so it would become like more muscle memory and things like that, and also learn when it can and when it does not work. But yeah, you might want to like reduce your focus down to say one or two or three things at a time.
Yeah.
Like and then those things like build on top of each other, like the sum being greater than the whole being greater than some of its parts or whatever.
Mhm.
So yeah. Like, let's just say you have a day, right, where like aside from like movement and tech practice, you focus heavily on combo game versus Fox.
Yeah.
Which,
Okay.
granted, it might not always apply to other characters, but those skills and like fundamentals you learn from practicing your combo game for a day, like with deliberate practice, can also apply to the other characters, like reading DI, reading like their tech options, reading how they things like that.
Yep.
There's certainly skills from Punish that can transfer over to other characters, even if you have to adapt, based on like say their weight and things like that, and like fall speed.
Mhm.
But overall things like DI and stuff are definitely like transferable, like in terms of like the ability to like read your opponent's DI and such and know what you can do.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that counter there. I'm gonna be honest. Good foxes who do good angles, I do not suggest against.
Yeah.
In most
Yeah.
cases, either you down tilt or you try to like maybe do like you grab the ledge, maybe take advantage of invincibility, maybe like try to forward air it, but try to forward air recovery and take advantage of the invincibility. But You know what's a great way to like try to learn how to edge guard Fox in these positions when he's like off stage and doing the Firefox angles in Uncle Punch?
Hmm.
There's a Armada Shine training
Oh,
mode.
yeah.
Use that. You can use it for any character. It's great practice because it'll
Yeah.
do it in a variety of different situations and positions Fox is in. I think it'll be great practice for you. That again,
I
it's something I've also learned from Fiction too. Is that if you notice issues in one game, then they're probably going to appear in other games too.
I'm fairly certain. I remember this game. I'm fairly certain that's not the last time I do that in this game even.
Yeah, definitely work on that one. Definitely something to work on there. Like, do not
Yeah.
rely on forward smash for your edge garden.
Right.
You know. Okay. You definitely. Now, granted, this percent's hard to do so, but definitely try to learn how to SDI. You know, like there's certain timings that Fox does for SDI, and if you can at least like SDI like one of those timings like that Fox is commonly using, that would be great.
Yeah.
Okay, not bad what you did there with the forward air. You know, just lets you get out of a sticky situation. Although this dash tech here, oh my god.
Yeah, I think honestly,
I
I
mean,
think I'm trying to run cancel detail, but I don't know why I was messing it up like that.
at least I'm gonna practice then if that was what you were going for.
Yeah, for sure.
Hmm. You did it again. You did the dash tech again.
That one was on purpose. Yeah,
If
it just gets.
if you're gonna do it, at least overshoot it.
Mhm.
But that was bad.
Yeah.
Because Fox is at this low percent, it's not even gonna knock down if it hits a
Oh,
number.
that's true.
Or if it does, it's not gonna be it's not gonna be good. It's not gonna lead
Right.
into much.
Right. It's crazy how much I do it for the fact that I
Get out of
rarely
it.
get an actual punish off of it.
Like there's a reason why like Puff players early on in these stocks versus Fox will try to get Fox to like 20 to 30%. You know, if like say bears and such.
Mhm.
Because that's when like like say a Fox in the air, if you hit them with an upper, then it actually starts to knock down, and that can lead
Yeah.
into the big openings like rest and things like that. You know, and rest is definitely guaranteed to kill at that point.
Yeah.
That's just a comparison point. Let me see how you landed here. I feel like you could have just waved land back, to ledge maybe to avoid that grab, but
Yeah.
seems like what they do a lot, like this Fox in particular does a lot when you down tilt them, is like they full hop out of shield.
Mhm.
And if you can like get that out of them, then that would actually be a better time to like try to react to it. Because you can like make the Marth down tilt a lot faster with the ISA frames or whatever.
Yep.
Like you can try to hit them with an up air or forward air then. Like in that spot. Because also, even if you whiff, you're not gonna miss much out of it. When they like do that
Yeah.
pull up out of shield in that spot you did it at. And you could always drift back a little bit if you miss. Okay, not bad. Okay. What the? Oh
That's just a tech mistake.
Yeah, that's very bad. Let me see that punish again though, because it wasn't bad. You get the up tilt here. You get the forward air. Maybe in this spot he could have done a neutral B, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I always forget about neutral B.
Zane used
Yeah.
that a lot in these spots, but I'm not sure if it would have hit here, but maybe it would have. Okay. I feel like you could have reacted to this and hit them with an up air. And then like maybe done something like a reverse forward air into forward air, down air, something like that, but Okay, that time they knew I think you were gonna do that down tilt and not try to do something out of it like dash back, so they just kinda went in dead air.
Yeah.
Because they didn't think you were gonna do anything out. Like you could have like dashed forward or something like that if you saw. Like think about it this way. Let's see. You do this. All right. What you could have done is either like dash forward because it wouldn't have hit, and then like get the grab, or you could have gotten like something that, or you could have taken center stage and then like try to corner them with like things like your arrows and stuff like that.
Mhm. Yeah, and that's where I'm sort of like spamming jump, and then he's sort of getting the read on it.
Yeah, that was. You could have definitely gotten a tech chase here. Yeah, you definitely could have gotten it.
Yeah.
So just practice like tech chase, things like that.
Yeah, yeah, that's definitely something I need to grind out.
What was it with this up air here? Like, what were you gonna get out of this? Right here.
So let's see it. I see. It might have been.
I can see the point if the fox were to like just full hop and then get hit, but they just do that.
Right. Yeah, see it's sort of the thing where it's like I know he's full hopping a lot, and I think I'm just not confident in like my reaction time. And so I like shoot for that even though it's clearly he's just right next to me and not full hopping.
Mhm. I see how it is, yeah.
So it's like trying to get a hard read on something that I should be able to react to, you know.
Mhm. I mean, yeah, that's one of the situations where you could definitely get the grab, you know? Like, right here. I see. But I still wouldn't suggest you try to, like, rely on this.
Right. No, totally. It's one of those things that a lot of the time in silver it works, but that doesn't mean it's good.
I mean, Dakota is a relatively decent player from what I remember, but... Or maybe I'm thinking of a different Dakota Fox player.
I have no idea.
But... Yeah, like, this works against, like, worse Fox players, but against the good ones... Like, unless you're left in that one set from 2017 versus Zane... You know, they're not going to fall for it as much. So your best bet is to try to use, like, your dash dance, you know? Or, like, try to, like, move around, like, Fox's hitboxes and things like that to try to, like, get out of the damn corner.
Yeah.
Your goal when you're in the corner should be to get out. As much as you can. And if that requires you to wall out a bit to do it, then absolutely do that. But... Alright, let's see this punish here. What did you do when you get the hit? You get this up air. Probably would have been better just to go for an up air, maybe. Maybe that would have hit, but I'm not sure. Okay, I like the fact you use your resources wisely. You didn't like jump right away. That was good. Okay, like the fact you're not just giving up stage control easily right here. Although in this spot you did.
Yeah.
I feel like what you could have done is just like wave dash back or down tilt or something like that. Or maybe just gotten the grab, but...
Gotcha.
So, wait, let me look at the spot again. Right here... I get what you were trying to go for. You thought they were going to do like a neutral tech or something or get up, but... But, you know, you could have wave dashed back, maybe get the grab or down tilt, and then you would have been in a safer spot than you were and not have cornered yourself.
Yeah.
Like this. You could have wave dashed back. You would have been right in front of the Fox. You could have baited out that spot dodge. Could have gotten the grab there. It's just like you want to maintain center stage and like a mid range distance while not being in a corner.
Yeah, yeah.
One of the most important parts of the matchup is just not to get yourself cornered as much as you possibly can, and to maintain mid range against Fox. Because Fox usually wins these like up close scrap situations, like
Yeah,
when they're
yeah.
both close. A very important thing to remember, and you know what, I'll put it in like one of the big notes. I'll put it in your notes that you sent me. But yes, maintain center stage to the best of your ability. And
Gotcha.
mid range distance, with Fox. Because you do not want to get yourself cornered like this.
Yeah.
Because look what happens after. You get in a bad situation where you get shined here, and you don't like fastball to legend time, so then you get up smashed.
Mhm.
Yeah, this is just the point where it just. Also, another big thing you want to do is not get Fox these percents.
Yeah. Marthritis.
Yep, and also just because against most characters, Fox becomes almost kind of pseudo immortal, as fiction puts it. Fox and Falco at these percents, like past 80 or
Yeah.
90%. Because like then a lot of your moves don't combo into, or like, and Fox can like maybe be able to offset some of these moves, things like that. So, or just recover
Mhm.
straight up. And it's not like Marth has like any direct killing moves that aren't like forward smash or like tip or up tilt and things like that. So it's not like his arrows are
Yeah.
gonna like, unless it's like an edge guard, aren't gonna like kill. So definitely
You're
something to
right.
keep in mind. You do not want to try to get Fox these percents consistently because that's bad.
Yeah, and I end up getting kills with like Nair, and it's just
Yeah, that's bad.
right.
You want to look at what made you miss the opportunity to kill Fox at a lower percent when you could have like 80 or something like that, or off the combo.
Okay.
You
That's a
definitely want to
that's a
consider that. Like what made you get to this point. You know,
yeah.
and you can. Now, granted, there are matchups where it's kind of expected for you to get to these kind of high percents, like Yoshi,
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
or even Puff if you don't get like your tip or forward smash conversions off like rep.
Mhm.
That makes a little more sense, and you can handle it because you can like be pretty good in the neutral aspect, But but I would suggest against Fox, you do not want it. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Or Falco even. To like, for the love of God, try to kill him like below like if you're comboing him, like 89%. If you get like combo like I don't know 20 to 80 or something, that's fine.
Mhm.
But please do not get him past like 100% or something. You know,
Gotcha.
like to the like outside of like combo string or something like that, where it leads into a kill. Like if you get to
Mhm.
that point where like Fox is alive and fine at like 100, that's not great. It'll become a
Yeah.
real pain in the ass. You know.
Yeah.
And Uncle Punch can certainly help you out in that regard to figure out what percent are good for like comboing and such. For you to like combo the Fox into like kills and shit. Okay, I'll be honest about the side B thing on net play. It's almost kind of like a read on the side B because of the audio latency. Now
Yeah.
offline, you could react to that a lot more, but online, I mean, you can try to like do something about it, but I wouldn't say don't beat yourself up too much if you don't always like get it
Mhm.
online because it's kind of the case it comes to read the audio delay even without the audio.
Mhm.
So just as like a part of the mentality thing, don't beat yourself up over it too much.
Gotcha. And actually, I think I'm happy with that. I was able to, kind of wait him out and react to it.
Mm-hmm.
I
In
think
that
where I run
situation, you
into
were able
trouble.
to because like Fox, if he was gonna up B, you could hit him. So they kind of had to do something in that spot.
Yeah, I think actually where I would lose there and not get the edge guard is if I'm out there sort of waiting for him to side B, and he decides to drop down and get an up B.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the situations where I sort of struggle more.
I
Um,
see. Like when he's like, wait, say it again.
So when I was out there just watching him, like I was did that short hop and I'm waiting for him to side B so I can just fair him like I'm off stage with him. If he just waits to drop down and do an up B, I'm kind of out in no man's land at that point. I mean, I can get a suicide there, but it doesn't help me. It just
Mm-hmm.
it just loses.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, suicide there, I would only like really recommend if you're like that confident or you just like up a lot, and
Right.
you want to
Yeah.
be like
Exactly.
funny or cool or something like that. Like I'll
Hmm.
sometimes go for like crazy rest when I have like off stage, or
Yeah.
had a big
Yeah.
lead, but you know, yeah, that's my suggestion. But
Yeah.
at least I hope you're learning quite a bit.
Yeah. I have taken a lot of notes so far. So yeah,
Okay,
this
glad
is
to
a
hear
lot of
that.
good
That's
stuff.
definitely good that you're taking notes and such. Like, and like I said, you can like go for specifics, but I do also recommend, especially for game plans, to like have like generalities and things like that.
Hmm.
But I hope you get this in your head. Maintain center stage to the best of your ability.
Yeah.
Do not accidentally put yourself in situations that get you into the corner.
I
Rem-
wrote that one in all caps.
yes, maintain it, and also be mid range versus Fox. That's like the ideal range.
Hmm.
You know, That's the absolute ideal range versus Fox. Like you see Zane versus like Cody when Zane's playing hot and stuff. You see him. He's playing at mid range a lot
Yeah.
versus Cody. So that's definitely something to remember.
All right.
Because if that's like one of the biggest takeaways you can get aside from one, practicing your movement and tech skill a lot more. Make sure that's very good. Make sure that's good.
Yeah.
And like make sure you're not doing like accidental air dodge stuff. To prevent that.
Hmm.
It would be the center stage part, and to not corner yourself.
Yeah.
That would be one of the most important takeaways I think you would want to get from this lesson.
Okay. And
Because
is that I think I know the answer to this. Is that Marth Spacey specific, or is that just a one across the board?
I would say it's I would say like across the board you want that.
Okay.
I think it's something that can apply to most of his matchups. Yes. I'm trying to think if there's a matchup where that isn't the case, and I'm really not thinking of one. You know,
Yeah.
like you still want to pressure even when you have the center stage, but you also want to be able to like wall out. That's like one of the
Hmm.
benefits of having the center stage, and also because you're able to have more space with dash dance and things like that. So definitely something to consider.
Yeah.
And, don't forget about the little thing I told you about with the Nair stuff. Where say you're standing still, Nair drift in, like when Fox is cornered.
Yeah.
That situation
Yeah.
is hard for Fox to deal with at times.
Okay.
Like I've heard fiction talk about this. How he's labbed it out with Cody before. About how it can be quite
In-
hard at times, but.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I could always send you the VOD fiction's lesson too if need be, but.
Okay.
All right, so let's see here. How do you deal that counter? No, okay, do not counter like this in general.
I give myself one a set. No, no, no. I'm just playing. No,
I would
that's
suggest you do
that.
not do this unless you have like a soul read on your opponent or something.
Hmm.
Please do not make this part of your game plan.
No, of course not.
Do not. I swear to God. Alright. Okay, that was actually a good mix up there on your recovery with the air dodge.
Hmm.
That was actually good. Because, the Fox could have easily grabbed the ledge if you hit his light shield side V, so that was actually good on your part. Alright. Yeah, you forgot turn around grab there, but at least you got the tech chase. Okay, yeah, that was a
Yes.
very slight DI, so you had to do a pivot there.
Yep. Yep.
You could have maybe done a down air here to like force a tech situation. Let me see. You might have been
Yeah.
able to
Downer.
to like force a tech maybe.
Yeah. I think Downer would have been really good there.
It could have definitely worked. But hey, at least you're not cornered. At least you didn't corner yourself. Like I've seen you do
Mhm.
in some spots, so that's good. Yeah. Let's see this.
So I mean that F tilt, that's bad, right? Because it's like, yeah, I got some percent, but I could have gotten a lot more.
Yes, that's a big point of it. You know, you want to get your big openers. You know, ideally.
Mhm.
Like there's few matchups from Marth where that isn't the case. Where like like your big openers more versus Puff tend to be like also your neutral tools like fair and such.
Mhm.
But in this matchup, you want to like make like things like your grab and the like up air such like your big openers, things like that. You want to get big openings.
Yeah.
You do not want to get Fox at like 100%. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
like you could have maybe gotten something out of it forward tilt if you reacted to like how they were teching and gotten grabs, but
Mhm.
so maybe it wasn't terrible, but like let me see it again though, just to be sure. Let me see if I think you could have done something different. You could have maybe gotten the up tilt,
Yeah.
which would have led to maybe like an up air or a forward air
Mhm.
and like an edge guard. And now the Fox gave some space here, so it wasn't too bad for you to get back to center stage. But a better Fox, oh, they
Right.
could have potentially suffocated you.
Right. Yeah.
Just remember, oh, he could have gotten the
Yes.
grab
Yeah.
or like or even like a tipper forward or something out of that with up smash from Fox.
See, I'm like, yeah. See, I'm just super flubby here.
Yeah, I could tell.
I think I was trying to get like a short hop up air, and I'm trying to get it so fast out of my hands that I literally do nothing.
Yeah. Oof.
Like I'm not actually pressing the
You
buttons.
mi- Let me see. I feel like you could have gone to tech here too. Oh yeah, you could have gone to tech.
Yeah,
You could have
I
made it
was
at least.
probably.
Don't get me
Go ahead.
wrong. Fox could have still gotten the up air here, but you could have made it harder for the Fox
Yeah,
by like say tech rolling away or something. You could have made it
yeah,
definitely harder for the Fox.
yeah. I bet you I was I hit it too early. Like I hit the lockout, because I
Mm-hmm.
was probably just that would be my guess anyway.
Yeah, but I also see something here where like you say you find yourself slipping back into no-brain Marth player mode, aka just swinging the sword.
Mhm.
And I feel like the big thing you want to do is to like maybe have some like mental thing in your head that's like you're falling back into it. Don't and to like try to find a
Yeah,
way to send yourself back into it
yeah.
and things like that. So yeah, I think there's
Yes. Yeah.
definitely that part of it, to definitely consider. And like, I can't believe it's already almost been an hour
Yeah, I
doing
know
this
we
from
talked
two
about a
games,
lot.
and like, I mean, I'm willing to do another session with you for the Falcon set if need be,
Okay.
and like, I'm willing to like get, like we can talk about it later, but I think I think overall what I would have to say is like definitely focus on your movement and tech skill. I definitely feel
Mhm.
like that would be a big improvement right away.
Yeah,
If you
I
became
agree.
more consistent at it and you didn't have like flubs and things like that, like that,
Mhm.
because it would definitely improve your combo game too, by extension. I think if you're not fucking up,
Yeah.
it would help with
And
some, and it would help with your movement too. It would help with your ability to like bait out certain options, things like that, and to be able to wall
yeah.
better. If you can do like say the like short hop, fast fall, aerial, outcast, things like that, or shuffles.
Yep.
Because I definitely didn't see that much of that either throughout
Yeah, I
the game.
do. Yeah. Yeah, I have I can do I actually challenged this. I try to do 100 shuffle fairs in a row and I can do it. Um but yeah, you're right. I don't do it that much
I
in
definitely.
game.
I'm not saying you should do it all the time, of course, because there is a thing called like mixing up your aerial times and such. But
Yeah.
I definitely think you could have done it more in certain spots and situations.
Yeah, and I know there's big Mars stuff like double fairs.
Mm-hmm.
I can do if I'm playing on, I can double fair only so I can do it on the left. I can't do it on the right because it's
That's a lot. Um,
yeah. Well, it's because it's really easy to do like no drift double fares with the C stick, and it's harder to get the really fast right hit of the C stick after you jump.
Mm,
But it's just something like all it needs is practice, and then I'll be able to do it.
just doing some like general, very quick summaries and your notes.
Okay. Okay.
But I know you've been taking notes yourself, so
No, it'd be good to have yours as well.
yeah. I mean, they're very
Uh,
quick. It's just like a very summary, like very important against Fox on our match. Like Puff, maintain center stage, play the mid range versus Fox. Do not corner yourself. Practice movement and tech, and practice your punish game too.
yeah. And this is
Because
actually a really good guide on how to do VOD review because I've never done like focused VOD review like this before.
mm-hmm.
So this is a really good
Like if you
guide to
want,
it.
yeah, I mean, like yeah, like I definitely think it's a good idea if you're doing bot review to have like a specific thing in mind you want to look out for, while also looking for like still general stuff, like looking for like the situations where you lose the most, and.
Mhm.
Because like what I noticed a lot is that oftentimes you would oftentimes get yourself into situations where they could have been good for you, but then
Yeah.
you did things like cornered yourself because you misspaced like a down tilt out of a tech chase during a tech chase
Mhm.
situation, and then the Fox out like a shine, and then up smash you like in that one game on Dreamland.
Yeah.
So I definitely think there's that aspect to consider. But yeah,
Yeah.
I think overall what you should do right now is practice your movement and tech skill and
Okay.
your punish game. Practice those quite a bit. I think that's only something you could prioritize a lot right now.
Yeah.
So I definitely think without those, in good shape, I think with those in good shape will make it a lot easier to improve in other aspects of the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm. Because if you can't like move well, then what's even the point? Like
Right. And
you have to have good
yeah.
movement first and things like that. No.
Yeah, I know that comes in too. I remember I think it was Cody talking about this where he was like I won't even coach somebody if like I see them and they can't move, I won't even coach them because I can't tell them nothing. Because if you're not confident in your tech skill, you're too busy watching you and not watching the other
Yup,
person.
yup. You have to.
Yeah.
It's crazy how much that helps just looking at the other person when you're confident in your tech skill and movement.
Yeah.
It's crazy how much better you get by just being confident enough in your movement and tech skill to where you can just look at your opponent for the
Mhm.
game. So you can actually look at what they're doing.
Yeah,
That's definitely a
exactly.
skill worth doing. But right now, I think, like I said, the most important thing you can do right now is practicing your movement and tech. Get a lot better at that and practicing your punish game.
Okay.
I think those are the two most important parts of it that you could work on. And then once you like get good at that stuff, then you could definitely focus a lot more on like the other stuff I mentioned about playing, about how like to not corner yourself and such.
Mhm.
So yeah,
That makes
um,
sense. Yeah, try and get to like a sort of more of a base.
have
Uh
like a good base level.
yeah.
You know, things like that. But yeah, but yeah, I think that's I think if you're good for today, then we could be done here. If you're cool with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go do some Uncle Punch.
All right, good. That's good to hear. Have a great rest of your night, Box.
All right. You too.
Yep.
All right. Talk to you later.
Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye. All right. I actually enjoyed that quite a bit doing my first coach session. To be honest, I definitely actually did like doing it. It's fun to help out. I'll say that much. It's fun to help out like fellow melee players. And like give them tips and advice. But yeah, I think I'm gonna be done for tonight. Maybe I'll stream a bit later tonight, but I think I'll be good for the rest of the night. So, I'll see you all then, everybody. Have a nice rest of your night. And thanks for the follow, 50 pairs. I really appreciate it. So, thanks for the follow. You know, you have a great rest of the night, everybody. So, see you all then.